10 years on Nitro Type. I created my account on February 26, 2014. And that is just crazy. Starting it off, just looking at my speed, I was basically typing like 14 words per minute. It doesn't show it right here because they didn't log that far. And it didn't take me 10 years to get 100. It was in 2019 when I hit 100 words per minute. But I recently just got my newest high speed of 185. That was crazy. And this game has made me a more efficient typer. I learned the home row and I used 10 fingers to type, and I have hit a speed of 185 words per minute starting at 14. So looking back at just 10 years, I mean, a ton of stuff has happened. But let me first reflect on my team. Now, my team isn't 10 years old. I created it in 2015. I just wanted to give huge thanks to everyone who's been a part of the team. If you are a current member, if you have been a member in the past, I want to just thank you for just helping out the team. We currently have 4 million all-time races. We are one of the top ranked teams in all-time races, and I've just had a lot of fun just being able to be the captain of this team, and I want to thank everyone who's been a part of it. I've actually never been on a team apart from my own, so I've never had that experience. I've always loved the experience of being a team captain. Basically, like just hosting comps. I love hosting comps for you guys and giving away cash. So that is super, super cool on just one aspect of how Nitrotype has been in the last 10 years for my account. Is just one big resource is my team. Now, the really cool part is the YouTubers, and I would call them the glory days of when there were multiple people who regularly pushed out content. So I remember it was like Penguin Typer, it was Ace, it was Speed Typer. It was like almost on a weekly basis, there was at least one from each of us. And then the big hype would be, oh, the seasons are coming out and we need to push out this video as soon as we can, get the top level editing and pushing out content so that we can basically keep the community up to date on what is happening. And it was really cool. I remember battling with Ace Typer on subs, and he was ahead of me for a while, and I passed him, and it was just a really cool, just engaging moment in the YouTube community where we were striving for better content and a regular, consistent upload schedule because people were watching, people were subscribing. Penguin has 11,000 subscribers. I have 7.4K subscribers. So there is people who are subscribing, and it was really cool to see that kind of phase. Sadly, it's not as big because the game has kind of been standing still. There hasn't been that much to post about, and people are kind of moving on slowly, but there are still channels. It's not completely dead, but there was a big glory day period of YouTubers, and I'm really glad that I was a part of that and I could experience that along with my fellow YouTubers, as I mentioned, and many other ones as well. That was really cool, just being able to live stream. We'd have sub battles and stuff, and just being a part of that was really cool, especially connecting with everybody in the community. That has been a huge part of my Nitrotype journey and stuff. There's also been countless changes in the game. When I started in 2014, the texts were very, very long. They ranged from like 40 seconds, but you did get 3 nitros. Now, they range from like 21 seconds to 24 seconds, and you get 1 nitro. It was crazy how long the texts were. I remember that I started racing and I got 10,000 races, and then they had the new update where they were shorter races. So my 10,000 could have been like 15,000 if I would have been doing those races like in the new update. But it was just kind of cool to see how just the game evolved in that time span of, we used to use 3 nitros. We used to buy nitros for cash, and it was a lot harder to get cash because races were longer. You had to buy the nitros, and cars were very expensive. So now we don't have to buy nitros. The races are shorter. You get so much bonus if you race a friend, the Wampus, if you have gold, and then there's all these season rewards. So you're getting a ton of cash every single race. And then the thing is, like for one instance, the Smasher, that used to be $12 million. Now it's only 1.2. So the cash value on the cars have decreased. And the money is losing its value. We did get a ton of cars in the early uprising of the game. New events brought out a lot of cars, and then once we transitioned into the seasons, they started to sadly bring back those cars that were very rare. That was a little sad because the people who made the accounts way back when, they're now easily accessible in some seasons of just completing 200 races as a free member on the site. And then the leaderboards were a lot more dominant in the early stages where there was a top racer, there was top season racer, 24-hour racer leaderboard, and there was a Hall of Fame and all that stuff. But then the introduction to like bots and different programs led the leaderboards to getting removed. So that can kind of get just tied in with the community side of it, of the purpose of the leaderboards were getting abused by botters and stuff. So that is why they got removed. So that's kind of sad to see, but OG people will remember the good days of the leaderboards and stuff like that. I think it's really interesting. I never knew creating my account 10 years ago that I would be at the place that I'm at right now with 185 words per minute as my current top speed. I have 76,000 races. I have a team that has been dedicated and loyal. It's been really fun. I mean, just like I was saying, the YouTube stuff. Like, I have a custom YouTube milestone car that was created for YouTubers. So, I mean, like, how cool is that? Knowing this 10 years ago, I would have thought that was like crazy. So, I want to thank you guys just for the support of the channel. This channel hasn't been around for 10 years, but my account has been around for 10 years. So I want to thank you for just following the journey. That was basically some of the highlights of 10 years. I didn't go over everything, but just watch my videos. I mean, you'll see my videos explain a lot of stuff. So make sure to check them out. They're really cool. So yeah, have a great day and see you later. Thanks for watching.